You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You take the...
Don't know what I should do next.
The door to the base...
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we... You ignore the trembling in your hands and...
You poor thing. Your hands are...
You step forward.
Oh? No talking. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a...
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife?
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
Me neither. The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. A warning, before she will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money, but we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope, but there was...
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
You take... Feels a bit... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here,
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
That's an interesting option. I don't have the key, or I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it, or both. Oh, I don't know which one of those I prefer. I think I'll go for this one, though.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Last time, if somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
I wonder if there is a different thing of going through and not letting the narrator know that
Yes,
you know.
something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
What the fuck is... What the fuck? Oh...
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed. That doesn't sound like me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before...
It's weird that the narrator is so gung-ho in this one.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
That is very true right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Always.
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Oh, that's good.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Yeah, I'm trying to get around it. I would like to try and reason with her some. It's like, yes, she's become a sociopath and she wants to stab. But it's like, I want to find a way to...
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
Well, that's fucking weird.
So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
How exactly? That's fucked up. Like, I'm genuinely impressed by how that just came out of fucking nowhere. Like, yes, I knew she had a blade and she was gonna stab me, but not like that. That's impressive.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
She gonna chop her own hand off?
And then
Yep.
she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down armed and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Piss. Arms race. Ugh, what a name.
You're on a path in
Whoa.
the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
that was awesome. It's like, fuck no, I'm changing the story.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Yeah.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh, the hunted's back.
For
Oh.
whom? Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them.
Why did I get 2 extra voices that time? And it was weird when we were fighting the Dead God version that we had a whole bunch of different voices that we'd never gotten before. I think I did these last 2 out of order.
But what if that someone is us, eh? Eh? Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah, I like this one.
If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our 3rd?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
What if winning is the wrong move? It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
I'm kind of conflicted now. It's like the cheated has kind of taken over and is making all of the choices now, whereas I'm conflicted on that. Like, on the one hand, it's good that he's forcing certain things to happen that the narrator can't control, but can he do it so that it's beyond what the princess can control?
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Good, I get a choice.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
And again, we don't see our hand. It's kind of weird.
Just an illusion. It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Yes. We need to win, and then we can be on equal ground, 2 for 2.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, I love that. She did complain about being bored. So if I don't fight back, that might be not what she wants. I don't think this is a good choice,
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. If we can't feel things, then how are we supposed to know what's true? You could always just trust what I tell you. Ha! No. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge. And you dodge.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You dodge the princess's blows for as long as you can, sustaining only nicks and cuts as you attempt to avoid her blades. But it isn't long before you're winded, your feet a little slower, your gait a little clumsier. That's all the opening she needs. She skewers you.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
we get like what, 4 or 5 right
You're
now.
not. No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time? If we didn't realize
Kind of.
we were dead, then we made progress. Good job. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Yeah.
As long as we keep moving, why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we? It's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Ugh.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
She skewers you.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
None of this is working. Think.
She skewers you.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One
Hmm.
time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
So, does that mean the last one was kind of a precursor and showed that we can actually hold a bunch of extra voices, and now this final one is kind of like, oh, these are all the voices. You have all of them this time.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Yep.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely
No,
divine.
stop being weird.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
What? Even that guy? Even the stubborn
Do
one?
you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I hate you existing too.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all just
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
I'm not sure I really want that one in there. There wasn't much to it. She was just overconfident, overpowered, and murderous. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Oh. Burb.
I think you know what I am.
Oh. That's a twist.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? I don't even know how to parse that. Okay.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
It's a lot of things.
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on. We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Well, that's kind of a waste.
It doesn't. As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore.
What does that mean? It's too bad they didn't code this better so that certain choices would show up after you ask other stuff, because a lot of these seem kind of like they reveal the answer to previous questions higher up on the list. Those are interesting questions. See, some of them pop up and are new, but the choice between which ones is kind of weird.
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why? Maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this. I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
Because it still doesn't really answer the question of whether it means the princess or the being that I've been in contact with. Because I think it's trying to say her, even though it's saying the princess.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I'm... So the whole point was he wanted me to destroy death. Like, that doesn't make sense. How does bringing about a world without death end the world? Like, that part is confusing the fuck out of me right now. If his job was to destroy her because she brings death into existence. Death exists because she exists, so getting rid of her means nothing would ever die. How does that destroy the world? Or does it just mean the world changes so much?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me. Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark? Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you? That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen? I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges, to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all. You place far too much trust into the ravings of a fearful and ignorant soul who overstepped his bounds.
Choosing your death and forfeiting your body. You
Intent is nothing. Wisdom is everything. I turned the wheel because suffering is a falsehood, a delusion. It is up to the world to free itself of it. Would you plunge yourself into a cold and empty eternity on faith alone? Would you destroy the only other thing like you to save a world you've never seen? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I think I'll do this one thing, and then if I get the choice.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go.
Ooh.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Yeah.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
A little condescending, a little arrogant.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go? Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
That's a good one right there.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Okay, that's a start. Oh, if I don't get any other option to continue on with that, then I'm going to be so pissed, because that's the first thing that it's like, oh, well, maybe there is a middle ground somewhere.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
And that... why? I don't understand that part. I'm fixated on she's the embodiment of death, and so to me it's either a choice of, do you make it so that nothing ever dies, or things are normal? But it seems like the things are normal choice is also the everything dies choice. But it makes it sound like, oh, everything doesn't just die when they're supposed to, everything ends now. And that's kind of like, that's not really a choice.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back. Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Shit! Fuck.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever. Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Hey, I love you.
Wow.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to
All right, I think I'm going to stop this right there, and I'm going to do a whole nother playthrough to get to the spot that I want for the ending that I actually believe in. It's what I'm going to do. So my next playthrough will probably just be the very end of that last part. So there won't be much to it. But we'll see. If the story actually, if there's a good epilogue or anything to it. Because my big problem with this story is that juxtaposition of if death exists in the world, then it destroys everything, versus you kill her and then death doesn't exist anymore. And so, like, that doesn't make any sense to me, that it's a choice of if death exists, then everything gets destroyed, or death doesn't exist and the world's deathless. It's like, why can't you just get rid of death but not destroy the world? I think I just got that backwards. Because that's how it seems to me, is like you either kill her and make a deathless world, or death is there and it just destroys everything. Which is kind of a really stupid sort of, like, who's going to choose that? Like, for me, the choice is pretty easy. It's like, yes, I want to get rid of death. I don't think... I understand fundamentally that suffering has to exist as a concept and as a thing in the universe, but I'm not quite sure that the transcendence of death needs to exist. At least not for everything. And I think that's sort of my big hiccup, is like, if death doesn't exist for anything, then that can cause problems. But I fundamentally do not believe that a deathless existence would be pointless. There's a lot of, and I've seen so many arguments that is like, oh, the fact that we die makes life worth living. Is like, no, it doesn't. Because there are so many people and so many lives throughout history that have been meaningless even if they died, because they were in poverty and they never got to find any happiness. Happiness is what makes life worth living. Joy is what makes life worth living. And if you are not creating joy, if you are not putting happiness into the world, then that is a worthless existence. And so everything that's just, it's people who have privilege, who've been able to find something to matter in life, that is like, oh, well, death makes it matter. It's like, it doesn't. It's like, being happy is the only thing that matters in life for all creatures. Finding happiness. Knowing that it's going to end doesn't increase your chances of ever finding it. It doesn't drive you harder to find it. If it's not there in your grasp to find, then you might never find it. No matter how hard you struggle against everything in existence, you might never find it. And that doesn't mean that your life was better because you had death there. That doesn't change anything. Your circumstances in life are what they are. Even if you struggle hard your whole life to change them, that doesn't mean you're going to accomplish anything and be happy. Like, I think there's an ingrained fascination in our culture of people who go to war and die, or people who struggle hard day in and day out so that their children can have better lives, that those lives had great meaning because of their struggles. And I fundamentally do not believe that. I believe that they did, within their circumstances, they did the best they could to make sure that other people could have the chance at happiness, but that doesn't mean that those were great lives. In a perfect world, nobody would have to sacrifice. We could all find happiness. But the end goal, whether you live or die, is to find that happiness and increase the chances of other people finding happiness. That is the goal in life. That is the only thing that matters. Knowing that you're going to die doesn't change that. And so I believe that if everyone lived forever, it wouldn't change that. You would still struggle to find happiness. And that is what gives life meaning. And so I think when I play through this again, I won't kill her simply because when I got to that last part, and I forget what the option was. It wasn't there has to be another way, but there was another point that saying that I don't want everyone to die, and she said that I would have to make her be that way. And so I'm like, if I can make it so that death isn't always the end for everything and everybody, and that there was more chances for people to find happiness, then that would be the route that I would take. But yeah. That's definitely what I believe in, that happiness is the only goal in life for all creatures. Everything else is just leading to that. It's like, and perpetuating that, basically. The survival of your species is just so that future generations can be happy. And that hopefully you can be happy having kids. That's joy to a lot of people. But for other people, it's not. And just because everything ends doesn't mean there was ever joy in it. And joy is the point, as far as I'm concerned. And that's why, even when I'm angry at things and other people, I'm always thoughtful of, this should be better. I hate these situations that we're always in. It's all of these negative things, greed and jealousy and all these things that prevent people from being happy. And there's so many like toxic, neurologically diminished people who prevent humanity as a whole from being better and being happy, because there's certain people that just want more, or are stuck in their beliefs that for me to be happy, these other people need to be unhappy. And there's all of this shit everywhere, and it prevents the world from being better. And I don't think death has any which way about it. Even if we lived forever, those people would still be the same. They would still be making life difficult for so many people. And that's not what makes anything worth anything. And I think it's the fatal flaw of if everybody lived forever, then everybody could just be lazy forever. And it's like, there are so many people who are driven. They're not driven because they think they're gonna die. They're driven because they have it in them that they have things that they want. They have creativity in them. I feel this feeling all the time, even though I don't have any skill to put it out there, that I have creativity in me that needs to get out. And so I do all these things. I write and I do these sort of videos and a bunch of other stuff. And sometimes it's fulfilling. I have the problem that a lot of time it's not, which is why I have depression most of the time, is because my creative outlets don't fulfill me, but I still want to do these things, and I feel like if I had more people to share that kind of stuff with and enjoy their creativity with, then that would be more happiness out there. I find joy in that and sharing stuff with people, and whether you would live 10,000 years or not, that would be the constant thing I would always be doing, is trying to be making things, enjoying other people's things, telling them how great the things that they're doing are, sharing creativity. Like, there's so much of that out there. There's so many people who just want to be fulfilled by doing things, where it's like, it's only the people who don't have a purpose and can't find a purpose, even if they have, the people who don't have, I don't know, because it's not even like having any outlet or anything. It's just the people who are content with nothing. Those are the people who perhaps need death to drive them forward to maybe do something. But there are so many other people who do not need it. They can live fulfilling or at least interesting lives because they have things that they want to do. And they bring joy to other people doing those things. Like, that is a life worth living. No matter how long or short it is, that is what makes a good life. And to say that death needs to be there to make that good just misses the point of life, I think. Yeah, I have very, very strong feelings about that, and it's always bizarre to me all of the time. Every time I hear stories or people talking about it and saying that an endless life would be pointless, that contrast is the only reason why life is worth living. And I'm like, that seems to miss the point of what makes a good life and what makes life worth living. It's like happiness, joy, and spreading it are the only things that make life worth living. So if you aren't doing that or finding that or do not have that as a core value within yourself, then I don't know, I think that is a wasted life. No matter how hard things are, no matter how bad you feel, if you do not have within you a core value of seeking happiness and trying to make other people happy, like, those are the core things that I think all people should have in them. And I think a lot of people do, even if they can't understand it. I believe that it takes an active rejection of joy to be one of those people that just, like, greedy people just want for themselves. That is an objective rejection of happiness, because most of the time those kind of people don't ever know what happiness is. They delude themselves and are always on the treadmill of I need more, the dopamine shit. And dopamine is not happiness. Like, triggering the dopamine in your brain doesn't make you happy. It is a temporary high, like a drug, and it's not the feeling of joy that you get by being with people, surrounded by people who understand you and accept you for what you are and who you are, and want to share their creations with you and accept your creations, your thoughts, your feelings on things. That's what makes good life. And there's so many people who are confused about that makes things so much harder than it needs to be. Yeah, that's my feelings on everything.